DualSense Edge users play more than other PS5 users, Alan Wake 2 was made with a small team, an indie developer sadly closed doors, and rumors about a new PS2 emulator for PS5. All that and more in today's PlayStation news. Let's get to them. Sony presented a keynote at the Japanese Computer Entertainment Developers Conference this month, where Global Developer Technology General Manager Kensai Akiyama showed interesting data on PS5 usage. The presentation recap on Reset Data goes on to show that DualSense Edge users play on average around 18 sessions, 1.3 titles, and 30 hours per month, surpassing PS5 players using other controllers on all stats. The data was from a survey running from November 2020 to May 2023, so it only accounts for 4 months since the DualSense Edge launched. The highly customizable PS5 controller is priced at $200 compared to $70 for the regular DualSense, so no wonder whoever owns one dedicates more time. Besides that, the study compares how PSVR 2 has more content than its predecessor with 97 titles as of the end of August, compared to 53 from the original as of release. PSVR 2 design with a lightweight headset, see-through feature, and fewer cables has also helped users use the device more in comparison, with the average wearing time increasing. In terms of accessibility features on PS5, around 10% of all PS5 users have enabled some accessibility feature in the console, and they engage with games 1.6 more times each month than users who don't use these functions. Sony is launching a new accessibility controller this December 6 that will further help users play their favorite games. Games such as Alan Wake 2 launching this October for PS5, Xbox Series and PC, which apparently was made by a small team and started development 10 years ago. The interesting fact was shared by Remedy's communication director Thomas Puha on Twitter, where he shared how proud he was of his team. I'll also say that somehow we're getting this game done with about 130 people on average for about 4 years of dev time for the quality level we got is incredible. We're very far from first parties or other big studios' resources. He went on to say that this is just the core development team, but of course there are hundreds of people working on localization, testing, marketing, and publisher, and all adds up. A team of 50 to 100 is still around the average for a AAA game, but for example Insomniac Games has over 500 employees split into 2 or 3 teams, and Ubisoft games are made by around 400 to 600 developers. Alan Wake 2 however existed way before this 4-year development cycle, since Remedy made a prototype around 10 years ago but decided to stop working on it to develop the new IP Quantum Break on Xbox One. There are more rumors surrounding the upcoming Mortal Kombat 1 and their Kameos mechanic that will have characters from the series past, but it seems it could lead to more crossovers. Brazilian marketing materials for the game indicate that guest cameo characters will be coming to the game as well. There could be something lost in translation and it doesn't indicate which characters they may add in the future, but it will be interesting if they bring DC characters, or it would be cool if they added back Kratos from Mortal Kombat 9. In related news, NetherRealm revealed today a new TV spot for the game that is a callback to a 1993 ad promoting the first game in the series. Now we have some really unfortunate news. Mimimi Games, maker of the recent Shadow Gambit and the Curse Crew, Shadow Tactics, Blades of the Shogun, and Desperados 3 has announced the closure of the studio. Studio founders Dominic Abbey and Johannes Roth shared the news in a blog post, explaining they decided it was the right time to prioritize their well-being and pull the brakes instead of signing up for another multi-year production, given that dedicating their lives making games for the past 10 years has taken a personal toll on them and their family. They also thanked their team members for their support and will be providing them with a bonus as a result of the recent launch of Shadow Gambit, and they will also help them find new jobs in the industry. Abbey and Roth also thanked their business partners and industry peers for helping them along the way, and their community for playing their games. Shadow Gambit, the developer's last game, will still receive patches to solve any issues and a big content drop later this year. Let's move into some quick updates and new releases. A new video from YouTuber MysticRyan takes a look at the current state of classic games on PS5, and according to him, it seems Sony may be working on a PS2 emulator, given several of those classics are broken. He expanded a bit more on the gaming leaks and rumors subreddit, saying that he indeed heard the emulator was being worked on, but seemed a safe assumption as the current emulator is not very good. He also doesn't have a clue of when and if this will end up happening. Bandai Namco has announced its lineup for the Tokyo Game Show next month. The publisher will have stage and online events around My Hero Ultra Rumble, Sandland, Sword Art Online Last Recollection, Duality, Tales of Arise, and Tekken 8. A quick reminder that Sea of Stars is now out, reviewers say it's great and is also available on the game catalog for PlayStation Plus Extra and Premium users. It's the first game to launch on both PS Plus and Xbox Game Pass on the same day. Payday 3 is expected to receive around 18 months of post-launch content support, as per lead producer Andreas Hall-Penninger in an interview with IGN, where he said their partner Deep Silver will allow them to add more content free and paid. Activision has revealed the in-game model for Lara Croft in Call of Duty, and it seems to blend the classic and reboot looks into one. The character will join the game as an operator for Modern Warfare 2 and Warzone Season 5 this September 9. The interactive movie game Immortality is coming soon to PS5 as per creator Sam Barlow, who replied to a fan on Twitter they are working on it. The game originally launched for PC and Xbox Series in August last year. Baldur's Gate 3 is out next week for PS5, and developer Larian Studios is exploring the options of adding extra content to the game. Tom Butler, senior product manager at the studio, spoke with IGN, saying that right now they are focused on patching, then they will take a holiday and figure out what to do next, but they want to do more, they just don't know what yet. Robocop Rogue City has been quietly delayed into November. Nacon showed a new trailer last week at Gamescom, but it only said the game was coming soon, although Steam pages had a September release window. It will now be out on November 2nd for PS5, Xbox Series and PC. Pizza Possum, a game where you sneak alone or with a friend to steal as much food as you can, finally has a release date. Raw Fury revealed in a new trailer the game is coming this September 28 for PS5, Xbox Series, Switch and PC. Another food game is Nour, which invites you to play with your food in a game that blends mouth-watering visuals, dynamic beats, and exploration without any worries about time limits or scores. It launches for PS4, PS5 and PC this September 12. Gameboy called Classic Trip World is launching for new platforms including PS4, PS5 and Switch. Limited Run Games has updated it into Trip World DX, and you will be able to select between the original black and white or the new colored graphics. It also has remastered audio and behind the scenes extra content. And those are the PlayStation stories for today. What are your thoughts on them? Let us know in the comments below. Give this video a thumbs up or down to let me know your feedback. Check out more content you may like as well, and subscribe for more on PlayStation. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Joseph, this is Hype for Games, and let's get hype!